What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome to your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I do brand new car reviews. Today, I'm back at Gunther Volvo in Daytona Beach, Florida, checking out this refreshed 2026 Volvo XC60. This particular one is the top of the line trim. We have the T8, which is the plug-in hybrid all-wheel drive, and Polestar Engineered, which sits at the very top of the lineup. And today I'm going to take in a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out, interior, exterior technology, and the test drive. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, want to see more automotive content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like anything about this video, give me a thumbs up. Now let's get back to this. Well, guys, it's official now. The Volvo XC60 became the best-selling SUV from the brand. That's been with us in Europe, I think, since 2015. Here in the United States, we got it in 2018. We had one redesign and several refreshes. And here it is. There's another refresh. We have some slightly changed exterior, more technology on the interior, and I'll cover that in a little bit later portion of this video. But also, this is the sportiest version of the XC60. And if you didn't think that sporty and Volvo can go in the same sentence, well, stick around and find out. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the exterior. So as you can see, the interior has changed just a little bit, but I have to point it out because the changes are not very obvious other than the grille, of course. So it has a reworked grille, kind of like they did on the XC90. So you have the different design, the larger Volvo logo right in the middle. We have the front-facing camera built right inside of that. The bottom portion of the bumper has also been reworked. Now, this is the dark theme, then we have the sport trim. So we have this shiny black finish at the very bottom. If you like the color of this vehicle, they call it the vapor gray. And take a look at the lights. The lights are still the traditional, so iconic to Volvo, the Thor's hammer lights as far as the LED lights and the turn signals. We also have the fully LED headlamps with the high beam assist, and then we have the curtains right at the bottom. And for the T8 Polestar Engineered, we also have the headlight washing system. But what's different about this vehicle is the chassis, the suspension, is the brakes, and also what's underneath the hood. So let's pop it up and see what it is. If you're unfamiliar with the Volvo and you're looking for the latch where to open the hood, the arrow always points out in the direction where that is. And the hood opens nice and tall, almost 90 degrees. We have the double latch up on top. No sound insulation, which is really strange. Underneath here, you'll find the 2-liter turbocharged engine with the electric motor. So it is a plug-in hybrid. We have a total horsepower output of 455 and 523 pound-feet of torque. All-wheel drive is standard, and we have an 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in just about 4.5 seconds. Definitely going to try to check that out at the later portion of this video. But before we do that, let's take a look at the rest of this exterior on this vehicle. So what's so special about the Polestar Engineer? Of course, it sits at the top of the lineup. It is a T8 plug-in hybrid, so it sits on top of the Ultra. What makes it special is that it has a special engineered chassis, especially tuned chassis, Polestar all-in chassis to be exact, and that's tuned to give you the perfect balance of agility, control, and comfort. The shock absorbers work together with the Polestar engineered front and rear springs to provide a unique composed ride with less roll and more grip when cornering. Now, in addition to that, we have the special wheels. Like this one has the 22-inch rims. Now, this is an option, by the way. They're Polestar engineered forged aluminum wheels, and we have the two colors. We have the black and aluminum color right there, and see through them you can see the larger calipers, larger rotors. So this is for that better stopping power on this vehicle. Now, I like that everything around the wheel wells and at the bottom of the vehicle is also painted the same vapor gray color as the rest of the vehicle. Of course, on the driver's side, we have the plug-in. That's where you plug this vehicle in. And in the mirror, you'll find turn signal, blind spot assist, side view camera. Of course, we have the remote entry for all of the four doors. Let's see if I have the key. Yep, I have the key on me. So all I have to do is touch the door handle, the vehicle locks, the mirrors fold, and to unlock it, I do the opposite, stick my hand inside of that door handle and does just that. Now, this is the dark theme, of course, a more sporty one, so all the window surroundings are in black. Also, we have the low-profile roof rails and the large panoramic sunroof. Now, moving on to the back. Now, Volvo said they reworked the lights a little bit, but the only thing I can see is different is they're a little bit darker. So we have the smoked glass inside. They're still nice and bright and visible, just a little bit darker glass here, or plastic, I should say. Third brake light, exposed wiper, Volvo spelled out XC60. Kind of wish that Volvo and XC60 were in black, not this shiny chrome. Kind of sticks out. Polestar Engineered on one side, nicely profiled bottom bumper, no visible exhaust. And if it had a tow hitch, it can tow up to 3,500 pounds. Now, let's pop this gate open and let's see how much room we have. I can swing my foot underneath here. Opens up. 21 cubic feet or so right in the back here. So not bad at all. We have the 12-volt power outlet, home charger. Now underneath here, just have a little bit more storage. And as you can see, there's no spare tire. There's a fix-a-flat. You have the auxiliary battery and just a tiny little bit more storage for whatever you want to use it for. That is a brand new vehicle, so it's still wrapped in plastic. 60 and 40 split on the seats. Let's get inside and see how they look. Before we do that, I'm not sure how well you're gonna see the sticker here. So this is a 2026 Volvo XC60 T8 all-wheel drive plug-in hybrid Ultra Polestar Engineered. Total MSRP on this particular one, 81,895. We have 28 miles per gallon combined. If you're looking at the gasoline, only 63 mpges, and it has the highest safety rating, at least it did for 2025. Now, this one has not been rated by the government for overall vehicle safety yet, but I will take a look and see what's going on in the interior. Check it out, guys. We're going to start right here with this rear door panel. So this is all nice and soft materials. Even though they look like hard plastic, now you can see they give in. Now we have the Power and Wilkins stereo. This is this mesh aluminum speaker cover. And we have this fabric insert. And this is more like this neoprene material. That's what the dive suits are made for, I believe. At the bottom, you have a cup holder or bottle holder and then another speaker. Now moving into this fancy interior, check this out, guys. First of all, that you see is these yellow seat belts. Now this is Polestar vehicle. All of them have like this yellow performance seat belts. You have the Napa leather seats. Now they're combination of leather and fabric, really nice, very comfortable. Right here in the middle, you have the console, opens up, of course, two cup holders and a pass-through to the back in case you have some skis, 2x4s, whatever you want to carry. All right, well, now on the pillars, you have the vents. So there's no vents in the console, but there's vents on the pillars, some illumination up on top. We have this large panoramic sunroof. Both of the seats have a little bit of netting for that extra storage. We have the heated seats and two USB Type-C ports over here. One thing to point out is this huge bump right here. So even though it has 3 seat belts in the back, the third person would have to be much smaller than the other two. Let's see if I can fit back here behind the seat that's adjusted to my regular driving position. I'm almost 6 feet tall. Yeah, perfect. I have about 2 inches in front of my knees, plenty of headroom, good shoulder room, no complaints here whatsoever. Let's see what's going on up front. And of course, before we get on inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Sounds very, very good. And let's see what's going on right in front. Same thing as in the back. Of course, we have the Power and Wilkins stereo, 2 memory seat settings, lock and unlock, window mirror lock controls, a lot more storage down here. And let's check it out. On the sill, you have Volvo. I'm surprised that even on this performance model, they didn't use like aluminum on the pedals or anything like this. But check out the front seats. Much more bolsters, almost like the bucket seats. They are definitely on the firmer sides, but they give you enough support on both sides to keep you in place while driving this sporty Volvo. We have a bunch of controls on it that open up a menu on the screen. I'll show you how that works. And you can also adjust them, of course, using the lumbar here, front, back, but we also have the bolster that can be adjusted as well. So let's take a look. On the side here, you have this metal mesh aluminum trim that continues throughout the vehicle. And we also have the ability to open up the rear gate as well as the gas door. Now, let me jump inside. I'll show the rest of it. And of course, let's listen to the sound of the closing door from the inside. And this is just as solid as it can be. And here's the interior of this 2026 Volvo XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid, all-wheel drive, Polestar Engineered. And here it is. We're going to start right on the side here. So this trim continues throughout pretty much the entire front end of this vehicle. It's looking really good. This is that metal mesh aluminum trim. We also have this tailored dashboard. As you can see, some stitching up on top. We also have the Bauer & Wilkins speaker and a head-up display up front. Not sure if you can see what's displayed there right now. We only have the speed limit and our current speed. There's the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is not flat at the bottom. I think that's a missed opportunity to make it look sportier from Polestar, but it's nice. It's right size. It's the right thickness. It's thicker in the right places, and it's got some stitching on the inside. Now we have a bunch of buttons in that shiny plastic, which is not my favorite, but this controls the cruise control, adaptive cruise control. On the other side, we control the menus, what's going on, the instrument cluster, and these are the arrows to direct us where we go. And we also have the voice control and the Volvo logo. Now the lights are controlled back here, as well as we have the wipers on the right hand side. Here is your digital instrument cluster. I don't think there's any changes to this. Right now, we have the map that's displayed in here, speed limit, power charge on the side here. So that kind of indicates that this is a plug-in hybrid. And we have the speedometer on the left-hand side. I can also turn this map off if this is distracting, or turn it back on. Also, we can see the trip computer. We can open it, close it, and let's actually close this off. And as far as the right and left buttons, that doesn't really do anything other than seek and track on your radio. So moving on to this reworked system, reworked meaning in terms of the size of the screen, because we have a larger screen. Right now it's 11 inches, Bluetooth audio that's displaying. Let's go to this main screen right here. Bluetooth media player, radio, phone, Google Assistant, Google Maps. Nice and visible. Again, I'm a big fan of Google Maps. They've done a tremendous job. I think everybody should copy from there. Easy to navigate too. Go back to this screen. We have messages, because you can, of course, download your favorite apps from here. We have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. If you go to settings right here, that opens up the completely different menu. This is more of a Volvo menu, right? So as far as the driving, we have the driving dynamics. So drive modes, we have hybrid, Polestar, pure off-road, or all-wheel drive. If I do it in Polestar, it's going to give me the maximum power from both the electric motor and the mechanical engine. I'm going to leave it in hybrid for the time being, switch it off to Polestar to see how the performance is. Battery usage is on auto right now. View all, so we can see the creep steering wheel feel. I'm going to switch it to firm, basically, and creep. I don't know what that means. Creeping up on somebody, quiet mode, or are you just being a creep driving this vehicle? Well, one of them, right? So go back to controls, connectivity, profiles, privacy, systems, Google. You can basically adjust it out. This is a pretty cool thing with this Bauer & Wilkins stereo. You have the studio or stage, right? So you can focus either on all driver, front, or rear. And as far as the stage, you can select the surround sound, concert hall, jazz club, intensity, and envelopment, basically. And here, tone and equalizers, lots of controls for your radio as well. And here's the controls. So lights and displays, locking, reading lights, mirrors and wipers, more headrest fold. You can fold the rear headrest. Let's actually do that right now. So if you're by yourself and you need the headrest folded, push the button, boom, it folds up, giving you more visibility through this rear view mirror. And then view all, that kind of gives you a little bit more features here. Let's go to the profiles. I mean, you can select your profile And I believe if you log into one and log in with the same profile to a different Volvo, it keeps your settings here as well. Go back to this main screen right here. And I'm going to put it in reverse so we can see this rear view camera. And it's a great looking picture here. Nice as far as the resolution. So we can see that the top-down view, we have the rear camera view. And turn this off basically if you wanted to. Let's see what other settings are there for that camera. So we have the front view camera, side camera here, 360 view. Okay, you can see we're close to the curb, so that's what it's giving us the warning to as well. And if I were to turn the wheels, I would hit the car right next to me. So that trajectory line, that's really important, kind of gives you a warning on the side too. Another safety feature from Volvo. Put it back in park, and then let's move on to see what else is here. Down underneath, you have the hazard lights, front window defogger, rear window defroster, seat track volume knob, that's right here. We have the wireless charger that's been moved right here now for 2026 model year. This opens up, having two cup holders, 12-volt power outlet, and then we have the Auraforce crystal from Sweden. That, by the way, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's backlit, so it illuminates. So it looks pretty cool, especially at night. Start-stop engine. We have the parking brake, brake hold, and then tiny little bit more storage in this console right here in the middle. I'm moving up to the top here. We have the frameless mirror with the home link system, so you can program your garage door openers here. You have the LED lights. Also, you can chat with some support SOS call, and we can open up this panoramic sunroof. As you can see, the semi-transparent cover, and then the sunroof will open when I slide my finger one more time, so I can add more air and light into the cabin. I believe I swipe it twice, and it's gonna take the cover and close it as well. Here is the illuminated mirror, and this is the interior of this 2026 Volvo XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid Polestar Engineered. I hope you like that. But if you did, you probably will love the way it drives. So let's talk about pricing. Take it for a spin. Now let's take a look at the pricing for this plug-in hybrid. Now the XC60 with the regular mild hybrid is a lot less expensive, but the plug-in hybrid starts with Core at $62,445, Plus at $66,895, Ultra at $72,245, and then the Polestar Engineered sits at the top of the lineup at $81,095. So definitely not a cheap vehicle, but you're getting 455 horsepower, great gas mileage, some electric driving range, and some great features on this. Now, it's going to be about almost $20,000 less if you go for the regular non-plug-in hybrid XC60. So you still get the same looks, just not this powerful engine. Well, let's take this for a spin and see how it drives. Before we start driving, guys, take a look at this on the screen. When I'm adjusting my seat, I can adjust several different options on it. Opens up this little menu and see what it does. See, goes forward and backwards as far as that tie support. And I can adjust whether I want to adjust the top portion of this or the bottom one. Of course, we can adjust the bolsters through here. We can also adjust the front, back, and the recline on the buttons itself on the seat. So that's kind of a pretty cool feature. So with the turning radius, we're going to do a full 360 right here and see what that does. So turn the steering wheel all the way to the left and check this out. Really nice and tight as far as the turning. It's super quiet too. Now, I forgot to change it into the different driving mode. So we're definitely going to check that out and put it in the Polestar mode. So see how that vehicle is going to perform during this short test drive here. Polestar, meaning the most powerful mode. I could hear the regular combustion engine kick in right away. It would be off if I had it in the hybrid or pure mode. So we're going to check that out as well. But merging in traffic wouldn't be an issue in this vehicle at all. I mean, it's got a super good acceleration. There's no lag or anything like this. It just goes kind of like electric vehicle with the internal combustion engine support, if you will. And that's basically what the plug-in hybrid is. I think that's the future of cars right now. To have a combination for those of you who don't want to go fully electric, maybe have that battery anxiety, range anxiety. You don't have to worry about this because you still can use your internal combustion engine. 28 miles per gallon is the combined number, 63 mpg each. That's pretty impressive. And if you are close to work from home, you can definitely just do the electric only if you wanted to, and don't fill it up. Just plug it in at the end of the day and be done with it, right? Next day it's fully charged. We're going to definitely check out the stop to probably about 60. We have this faster road here, and let's see, nobody behind us, so I can definitely test that out. I'm here at 0. Let's go. Going to about 60 is really easy. Flies. This thing is super quick. And it doesn't make that noise. Sometimes I miss it too, because if you go with like the GLC AMG, you get that roar coming from the engine, even though that's a 4-cylinder engine as well. But you don't have that here. Now, we're in the Polestar mode. It drives really nice, very quiet, very little noises coming through the cabin. I'm going to hit the hybrid mode, and we're going to switch that. So that's going to be, the vehicle is going to decide for you whether it needs the electric or the regular combustion engine, or both at the same time. So giving you the best of both worlds if you don't need that performance aspect. Then I'm not sure what the off-road mode it does. I believe it might have to do some with the mapping of the transmission, of the gears. Very nice, even on this windy road right here. It holds on to the corners very well. It feels very solid. It feels very safe as far as the drive of this 2026 XC60. Yeah, it is pricey. There's no question about it. This vehicle is over $80,000. Definitely not the cheapest one that you can get with the performance as such. But, well, if you're looking for safety, the 2025 was the highest rated as far as safety vehicle. So it had the highest rating from IIHS. This one hasn't been rated yet. It's just a matter of time. I don't think they changed anything to make it any less safe on the road. It's very solid. It's very cool too. And not many people know about the Polestar Engineered version. Of course, if you don't want to spend that much money for $62,000, you can get the regular base plug-in hybrid core, and that has plenty of features. It's not going to have the fancy brakes, and the chassis is not going to be tuned for performance, but for most people, that's just going to be enough. It's still going to have plenty of features, and you're going to have $20,000 more in your pocket. But if you want to be one of the few that are driving the Polestar Engineered one, this is the vehicle to get. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned one or two things about this brand new 2026 XC60 T8 all-wheel drive plug-in hybrid Polestar Engineered. Whew. That's a mouthful. And if you did, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. Consider subscribing for more automotive content. And if you liked anything about this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.